Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I've not been around for some time now to give you another dose of the introduction that I've been giving you for the past few weeks. I've been traveling quite a lot in the past few days, so that's why I've not been able to do that. Now, I'm able to do this, and that's why this is coming to you at this time. So it's a series of introduction writing that we've been doing for the past few weeks now with regards to people who are planning to write English exam, IELTS, either academic or general. So it's important for you to watch this video or generally in your everyday life, writing essays here and there or planning to write things for your school assignment or if you're just starting out with writing. So the aspect of the university essay writing or MSc or even PhD, I'm going to write something. I'm going to be making some videos on that shortly. But this is going to be like the last in this series, and as I promised the last time, it's actually an interesting topic. I wrote on this topic in one of the exams. I found it quite interesting, and I wrote it having in mind some of the people that have impacted my life through secondary school and my university days. So the whole content of the essay, I've not been reading everything, but it's quite instructive and interesting, and it's something that you can actually hold on to with regards to friendship and relationship. It's really important to write having some people in mind. It's really important when you write and you're lucky to have an impromptu topic that you can write on. And in that essay, you're actually writing it with some people in mind. It makes it flow really nicely, and you write it with passion and strength and the totality of what you have in you. So I'm going to be reading this introduction again. Don't let us forget the three components of your introduction when you want to write IELTS exam or any English exam. You have the background, you have your definition, and you have your thesis statement. So these three components are really important. Make sure you remember them at all times. It's going to be, this is just for short essays. It's not like when you're writing a very big manuscript or you're writing something really huge. This is only for a very short essays, and the introductions are usually quite brief. So it's important to put that in context. I'm going to be reading this to you. The title of the essay was "E was my soulmate." E was my soulmate. So again, this type of essay, that was the impromptu topic. You have to then put that in context as you write. So soulmate, in this context, I put that as a friend. You can also think about it in another way to maybe your wife or somebody really important to you. Some people will call some people their gist partners or whoever this soulmate is in your life, or person could be your dad or your mom, irrespective. But because you have the choice to tune your essay or to direct your essay in the way you want, so I've put this soulmate is a friend. So I've written it in the context of friendship, and that is what you're going to be seeing or hearing in the introduction. So he was my soulmate. So I start this way. True friendship is what almost everyone desires. Yet, it is one thing that seems evasive. The saying goes, true and faithful friend, who can find? The Holy Book talks about friend as someone who sticks closer than a brother. This points to the fact that friendship is very powerful and a friend should indeed be a soulmate. A brother is a blood, and blood is thicker than water. True friendship can break the barrier of blood into the soul. In this essay, I will argue that a friend is indeed a soulmate, and friendship is the foundation of brotherhood. So you can see from that essay, I've included the different components of the introduction. The background statement talking about true friendship and talking about it generally, who can find a faithful friend, background. And then talking about the definition, spoke about the Holy Book, saying a friend is someone who sticks closer than a brother. So you can find another definition for what friendship means to you or who a friend is to you. So it's your choice. You can think about what you want to write in that regard. So that's very important. So you can write it in that context, talking about friendship, what it means to you. And as I pointed out in one of my previous videos, I said the essays are not to test the veracity of what you are saying, but your ability to put together something sensible. So nobody will begin to investigate whether your definition of friend or friendship is correct or not. So you just need to write it in a way that makes sense and is sensible to you, a way that will fit into your narrative and the rest in all the other parts of your essay. So this is quite important to know in this regard. So you don't need to think about I don't have the correct definition of something. It doesn't matter. So just write it in a way that makes sense and it will help the flow of your writing. So think about it in a way. And as I said, your thesis statement is really important. Thesis statements are not just there for fun. They are the statements you're going to develop in your essay. So the first paragraph would be about your thesis statement one, and the second paragraph would be about your thesis statement two. So for in this one I just told you, the first part of the first paragraph would be about how a friend is a soulmate. That's what you're going to write about in the first paragraph of your essay. If you were to write something from the introduction I just read. The second paragraph will be about friendship being the foundation of brotherhood. That means without friendship, you can't really talk about brotherhood. So you can have brotherhood and just for the sake of passing through the same womb. That does not really mean friendship. That is why your brothers or your siblings should be your either your brothers or your sisters. They must be your friends. This is really important, and that is what keeps the family together. So you need to think about it in that context. Of course, as I said, it's not one-way traffic. You can think about it, write it in a way that is important to you. But I found for me, it's not enough to just be a brother or a sister. What is important is being my friend, talking about friendship. And also it applies to so many other things, everything. It's not enough to just be parents, father or mother. It's important to be friends with your children. Husband or wife, it's not important to be husband or just wife. It's important to be friends with yourselves. So it's really important in this context. So I've written this in the context of friendship, talking about it also about brotherhood. Um, you can build brotherhood on friendship. So that is really important. And of course, that will make it even stronger and better. So this is the topic for today. And unfortunately, I will be reading the rest of the essay. So I wrote quite a lot and, things that friends and brothers, things people did for me in the past that I found up to now I still think about, and those things shaped my person today. So just think about the person. You can write your own essay. You can write your own, a whole book on this topic. Now I'm going to say that again. He was my soulmate. You can write, she was my soulmate, or she is my soulmate, he is my soulmate. You can write anything you want around this topic. And I think it's actually a very good topic. You can pick your pen now, start practicing, start writing. Just put in the effort. Writing can be quite daunting, difficult, but you don't make it easier by not starting. So when you start, you can make your writing easier for you. So I want to encourage you to start writing and put in your best. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up in the next one. Thank you. Bye.